Hey YouTube, here's a quick look at my lineup before we get into the game. All these players are under 20k except for Diamond Paul George. He costs about 60k, but everyone else is a budget player. No money spent, all under 20k. So very doable lineup, and I have a few rewards cards in there too. Historic domination cards. So this game was a very interesting game. My opponent was staying in with me the whole time. I was playing good offense, I was playing good defense, but he was really capitalizing on his shots, as you see him hit an open one right there. This year in my team, you really want to make sure that you make the least mistakes as possible. Every possession counts. There's a lot of steals in this game. There's a lot of passes that probably should go through. You feel like your teammate is wide open, and then you pass it to him, and then the computer will just come and get a random steal. It's really hard, but if you learn the tendencies of what the computer's gonna do and what your opponent's gonna do, it'll make things a lot easier. So in this game, I felt like in the first half everything was going wrong for me. My opponent was getting all kinds of contested shots to go in. Every time I passed the ball, it was getting stolen. I feel like I had a million steals, a million turnovers in this game, and my opponent was getting everything to go his way. So my opponent gets an 8-point lead. So my first tip that I would say is never give up. Play hard defense, play good offense, and try to limit your mistakes. My opponent, I feel, got very arrogant. At this point of the game, I feel like my opponent got very arrogant. He took a jump shot with Clint Capella, who I'm pretty sure can't shoot at all, mid-range, long-range, anything that's outside of the paint, he really doesn't do. So my opponent he got kind of lazy. I think he felt like he was gonna coast, because as soon as players get a lead, usually a lot of players will give up. So he had an 8-point lead on me, but I felt like I could really get this game back. So I kept trying. Finally, we get some algo to go my way. He misses a couple open shots, but I can't capitalize right there. My opponent's doing really good. I mean, we play good defense. We're contesting every shot, but some of those shots are going to go in, It's good defense, but better offense. So I'm just staying consistently in the game, waiting for my moment to strike, and I can feel like it's going to come back. So we were down 8 points. Right here we're down 3. I'm making sure that we just stay in front of him. I like to have at least 2 or 3 good defenders on the court at all time. Right here I have some budget guys. Ruby, Jaylen Brown. I have Historic Domination, David Thompson. I'm just making sure that we're staying in the game. We're taking good shots. As far as driving to the basket goes, I make sure that I have an open lane to the basket. So either we'll get a dunk, layup, or we'll probably get the foul. Those are high percentage shots. I don't like to shoot threes unless they're wide open, or unless I really trust the shooter. So I'm not really much of a 3-point shooter. I'm more of a driver. I want to drive the ball into the basket. So right here, I pull up for a 3. I had missed a couple threes, so I felt like the algo was gonna go my way. So right there, we take the lead. My opponent had the lead the whole game. We were either tied or he had the lead. So right here, he starts rushing. My opponent oddly starts rushing. He was only down by a couple points, but he starts rushing. So I'm making sure we play good defense, and he just starts putting up bad shots. We'll see right here, he puts up a bad shot. He was slightly open, but I made sure that we got the good closeout. So we're just trying to capitalize. I'm making sure that his defense is super chaotic. I'm just trying to get good ball movement going. I'm passing the ball around, waiting for my moment, making sure we're getting shot contests everywhere. As soon as I find my moment, I'm making sure that we strike. So the smallest breakdown in his defense, we're trying to take advantage of. So right here, we are up by 6 points. We're up by 6 points. I'm making sure we play good defense. I'm making sure we switch. So I'm trying to play on ball, but if there's a defensive breakdown, I'm making sure that I can switch to that defender with the icon passing and cover him. So right here, I see slight opening for a 3. I take it, and it's a green light. Now we're up by 9. So this was a very close game the entire time, but in the third quarter, my opponent didn't know how to play with his back against the wall. So he's putting up terrible shots. We're now up by 9. I see another defensive breakdown. I take it, and he automatically quits. So tell me if you guys like these videos. Are these videos not too great? I can do more. I can edit it more and see what we can do. Peace, y'all.